Pam.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good.
Welcome to the Knitting Place podcast.
Episode 227.
It is rainy.
Yeah.
It is gloomy.
It's humid.
It's humid.
Sticky. But it's going to, I hate to bust your bubble, but it's going to rain all week.
I'm out of here.
Well, you're lucky you're
Let
out.
me make that announcement.
Maybe you're going to rain.
The shop is going to be closed after Tuesday. I'm out of here.
You have one more day. You lucky duck.
So since we're talking about that, I'll be out of town Wednesday through Friday. So tomorrow I will be in the shop in person. Brick and mortar shop will be open, and we will reopen again next Tuesday. She's checking. Skies are good.
What day are you coming back? You're leaving
Friday.
Wednesday. Oh, you're leaving Wednesday.
Yes.
Wednesday is cloudy. Thursday and Friday is sunny. The
I'm
weather's
headed
like
to
here.
Chicago.
It's a little chillier than over here, Dina.
Well, will I need a raincoat or an umbrella?
Well, no, it doesn't say
No,
you will,
good.
but it's like a high of 58 and a high of 60.
Maybe I'll bring the sunshine back.
Well,
it's cooler.
Please.
It's going to be cooler there.
That's what I just said to you.
Yeah,
That's what I
yeah.
just said to you.
Wow.
You might want to take some
I'm a little
knitwear.
slow. It takes me a little time to process. My processor needs a recharge.
I know. We get rid of this. Cancel. We don't need to see that anymore. Anyway, so how are you, Dina?
I am doing well. Had a very busy weekend.
I know you babysat.
Yes, I babysat. That was yesterday. So much fun.
Yeah.
She is so
How
sweet.
long were you there for?
I was there for about 4 hours. I went and hung out with the kids before. They went out to brunch.
Oh, nice.
I called Sophie.
She
Danielle's
came
out
over.
of town. I'm like, do you want to come keep me company and babysit Millie? She's like, yes. Duh.
All you have to say is Millie, and
Millie,
they'll come.
I know.
You know, if you said you want
Literally.
to come keep me company, nah.
No.
I'm busy. But if you mention the
Code
babies
word
there,
Millie. You're so
They'll
right
come
about
running.
that.
Hey, believe
She
me.
came running.
Been there, done that.
But either way, it was good.
Yeah.
So I got to hang with her, and then what else did we do?
Saturday, you had a busy day.
I had a
What did
bridal
you do?
shower.
Oh, yeah.
Had a bridal shower, which was really lovely.
And then you did the Cinco de Mayo thing, didn't
Yes,
you?
we drove to New Jersey. I'm just going to put it out there. Nobody knows about the Cinco de Mayo people that I went to. It's just...
You went with the right people. Clearly.
I
You
wasn't
didn't enjoy it?
It's not that I didn't enjoy it. We met these people recently. We were going because of my brother-in-law. And sometimes you feel like, when you make the trek
It wasn't
and
worth
you
it.
wonder why you just did that.
Well, today is Cinco de Mayo,
Happy
Dana.
Cinco de
We
Mayo.
should be having a margarita
I don't
somewhere.
mean to. We should go for
You
margaritas
want
and
to go for a
chips.
margarita? Let's go. We'll go down the block to, what's that place called? Can't think of what it's called.
Right over here.
Yeah.
Is it with the D?
Jeez, I have no
So bad.
idea. I don't know. We should definitely do that, Diane.
My husband's homesick. He's waiting for
Then
soup.
you should definitely do
He's
it.
waiting for soup.
Are you serious? So
I'm
you're
not.
going to pick
I'm
that?
very
You're going
serious.
to pick that over go for a
I
margarita.
already prepped the soup this morning. I'm like, I just need time to knit. I couldn't knit the whole weekend. I was so good all
I
week
can't
long.
believe that you're ditching a margarita for that.
You want to text my husband who's
I
homesick?
will text him.
Okay,
I will
go
text
ahead.
him. Yeah, I don't have
There's
his
no
number.
way.
I will
There's
text
no
him.
way. I can't.
We'll be home shortly. Turn the light under the stove. Turn the gas up.
My mother's like, are you making him chicken soup? I'm like, no, he wants the soup that
He
his
put
mom
in an
makes.
order for soup.
Yeah, a special soup that his mom makes. Whatever. It's like a dumpling soup, but
When
it's
he's
with
sick?
meat
Is
dumplings.
that when he's sick?
My mother's
Did he
like,
stay home today?
no,
He
he
went to
should
work
have.
today.
He should have. I'm just saying he
Well,
should
what's
have.
wrong with him?
He's
I mean-
sneezing up a storm. He took a Sudafed.
Did it put him to sleep? Make him
No,
tired?
no, but didn't make him tired. But I just feel like, you're masking your symptoms.
I always
when
feel
you're
that way
not
too. Yeah,
feeling
yeah.
well, stay
Yeah.
home.
Yeah, but he probably needed to take it if he was going to work, though. That's the thing.
He needed to go to work. I felt bad.
Right. Well, listen.
So anyway, back to I'm making soup dumplings, beef soup dumplings. I take these wonton wrappers and I put the meat inside.
Mm-hmm.
My mother's like, did you make him chicken soup? I'm like, no, he wanted meat.
Yeah.
She's like, well, meat isn't good when you have a cold.
Well,
I'm like, Mom,
she goes to the
he
school
wanted-
of chicken soup for a cold.
he wanted meat.
Yeah.
What am I going to do?
You're a good wife, Dina.
It is what it is. Anyway, I'll play nurse when I get home.
No, you making the soup so that you can knit.
Yeah. Shut him up. I hope you're not watching this, honey.
What are the chances of them watching the podcast?
Slim
To nil, as they say. Anyway.
What about you? What'd you do?
No, not much. I didn't. You were much busier than me. I'm trying to think what I do on Saturday. On Saturday, I went for a walk. That's when I spoke to you.
Oh, yes. I did exercise this weekend.
And I did have like 3,800 steps, which was a lot. Remember, because I pause and I forget.
The steps. Yeah. Are you guys clocking your steps?
Well, they say there's stuff that says, that's ridiculous, that everyone uses the number 10,000 and that really
10,000. I was just going to say, is 10,000 the mark?
I've read recently where they say that's
active.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think you need to go crazy with that. So I did that, and then I went and got my nails done. And then I had a bunch of errands. I had to stop here and get the yarn. And, I went to look for shoes, which was a bust. And
where did you go?
I went to the rack. Nordstrom Rack. They always have, and I looked online, but before you commit online, I said, let me go look in person, and they really didn't have anything. So I did some, Saturday chores, and then I did knitting. What did I make for dinner?
What is
Saturday?
the one next to not Nordstrom Rack?
DSW.
Yeah, did you go there?
I went in there. Yeah, they hadn't have anything. No.
And I want to get ballet flats.
Yeah. Well, nowadays it's just so hard to buy shoes.
What is that furniture that has like the hexagon? It looks like
furniture.
Yeah. It looks like a hexagon, and it looked like cutouts. They have that fabric that they make shoes. It's like a cane, some kind of cane.
I don't know.
Yes, you do. You mentioned it the other day.
A shoe?
Not a shoe.
A furniture. Oh, you're talking about like a...
What's that called?
Like a cane? It's like
I'll send you I think I have a picture.
Is it a cane? Like, I don't know.
Maybe cane is not the word, but I saw ballet slippers with this.
Not a checkerboard. You weren't the person that was asking me about check. Someone was asking me about
this.
That. Oh, yeah. That's like a cane chair. It's like a cane chair.
I want to get something like that.
That's very pretty. Who has those? Whose shoes are they?
I don't know.
Well, what picture are you looking at? Oh, it came up on Instagram.
Yeah. I just snapped a picture because I like them.
But so I did that, and then what did I do? And then I knit on Saturday night. I did some knitting after dinner.
Lucky you.
And then yesterday I went to church.
Ballerina flats.
That's about it. Yeah, it depends on the flats, though.
They're very flat.
Sometimes they're too flat.
Not that good,
They're too flat.
I'm vertically challenged, so I need height.
There you go.
Anything with a platform is good for me.
And that was, I really didn't do much. I did more chores yesterday and things around the house. And then finally, it was maybe 6 or 6:30. Or 7 o'clock maybe, even before I started knitting. I sat down to knit, and my sister called, which was
how's
fine.
She doing?
She's very nice. But it's like the minute you sit down to knit, the phone rings.
Everybody has that same thing. Did you pick up something easy to knit so you could knit while you're talking?
Yeah, fairly easy. Yeah, well, that's the whole thing. You have to have something easy so you can
need to have that.
So I did that. It was a very uneventful weekend. Nothing of any importance happened, but it was
any
still
Mother's
a nice
Day plans underway?
Katie made reservations to come at that restaurant called Nino's Beach. Have you ever Nino's Beach?
No.
It used to be Latitudes. Remember Latitudes here in town? It's over
Where is
by.
it?
You know where Dirty Taco is? No, it's not over there. You know where if you go to Manor
Yes.
and then you go towards the water, towards the bay. It's like on the bay. They used to be, I'm trying to think what other restaurants. There used to be the Barge, used to be there. Latitudes.
I don't have a boat.
It used
There's no
to be,
reason for me to go there,
yeah,
so I'm
no,
not familiar.
No, but they were just restaurants,
Cute.
It was, it's called Nino's Beach,
They're all waterfront?
I think that's
I think
waterfront.
Louis looks like it's about to open.
I know. He better open fast. It's his season.
It's like gorgeous.
I know. It's very pretty.
What a property they did.
So I think Katie made a 3:15 reservation over there.
Nice.
And then on Saturday, we're going to dinner with Daniel's girlfriend's parents. I shouldn't say this in case they watch it. Not that it's a chance anyone watching this is for. But anyway, we're meeting them.
Nothing.
We're going into Queens and meeting them for dinner.
That's lovely,
Pam. On Saturday.
Are you excited?
Yeah, well, I am, but, I'm older, so,
Older than what?
Her
Than
mother.
So what?
Oh, I know. You know.
No, I don't know.
Well, when I was growing up, I had an aunt, Auntie Ann, and she was always 26, she would tell us, until we got a little older. Then she became 39. And she stayed at 39. And, God bless my aunt. She always had the nice nails, and she used to be a hairdresser. And, she would never, and when she came over, she was,
Polished.
she would never come out of the house with her makeup on,
She always looked good.
And she took care of herself and she looked good. So, I guess, when you have that growing up, that kind of stays with you. And I'm not saying that I'm that way necessarily like she was. But I mean, Daniel is my youngest of 4. His girlfriend is the first. So you can understand
How
where
many?
there would be, of 2, where there would be an age difference.
Let it go. Let it go.
But listen, she's lovely, so
that's
I'm
beautiful.
sure that it's
Yay.
it's all on me. It's all on me.
It's all in
me.
your
Exactly.
I mean, you're making up this like narrative, but it's very common. We do that.
Yeah. So anyway, that's my coming weekend.
Okay.
So what are you doing for Mother's Day?
So I don't know. My backyard is in shambles. My brother asked me
yeah.
if I'm doing it. It's the classic.
Oh, he wants
Dina,
to come
are you
over
doing
and have
anything?
a barbecue?
But we're not
Can't do that,
right.
no.
So typically I do that for my mom.
Yeah.
But it's just, ironic because the one year that like I can't do anything, no one's stepping up to the plate.
Well, yeah, who would do it though?
So I told him, look, I'm really sorry. I would think that he would maybe
He didn't offer anything.
Nothing.
His wife's a mother.
right. Like, what are you guys
What's he
planning?
doing for his mom?
Now I don't know if he was thinking about his wife or was he thinking about
Your
my
mother.
mom. Right.
Right.
So then, I don't know. We also have Roche, who's having her first
She's
Mother's
the first.
Day.
Yeah, but then
so
yeah.
she's out. I'm assuming. I have no
It's
expectations.
her Mother's Day, sure. Yeah.
Of course, it's her first. So I have no expectations there. But then I spoke to Sharona, her mom,
Mother, yeah.
and she was saying maybe she'll host like a little brunch.
Well, that would be fun.
So we'll see.
Oh, that would be nice.
It would be nice.
And
if
then
we're
you could say, I want to spend the rest of the day knitting.
yeah.
Wouldn't that be nice?
That would be nice, but I don't think it's going to happen. That might have to be a different Mother's Day. But it's all good.
The next
Yeah,
week.
the following week. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what are your Mother's Day plans?
Exactly. Does anyone have any, does anyone say, you know what, I'd like to spend the day knitting? And that's what you do?
Do you voice what you want?
Oh, well, that's always the thing. Women are not very good at doing that, I
Well,
think.
I wouldn't say
general.
that.
No, I don't.
I wouldn't say that.
No.
You don't voice. I don't voice either. Now, when you had with your parents, when your kids were younger, when your parents asked for anything, were you accommodating to them?
Yeah, well, my mother, they weren't the... I mean,
They
it's
weren't
not
the
that they
needy
asked.
type.
I mean, they would just expect to see you at some point,
Okay.
And when both the mothers were alive, we would go, for a period of time, we would go out with them. We would all go together,
Beautiful.
And it was kind of like, I don't want to say it was a buffet. It was at the Millerage Inn, which was very nice. But it was very nice. It was a great place to go because then when you were done eating, they had a little village you could walk through. And that's when my kids were young, when they were young. And then, I would have them over. We would do something at my house, usually.
Right, but in general, if your parents, I was talking to a few people, and I don't know, maybe I'm just going through something right now that this came up. But you know how I am with my parents. When they ask me for something, I'm always like, of course.
Right.
My dad, rest in peace. Anytime he called me, Dina, I need this, I need that.
Right.
I'd run.
Yeah.
Now my mother asks for something. It's always yes, unless it's nearly impossible or I'm wiped out. It's always at my expense.
Right,
I don't voice what I really want. It's
Right.
at my expense. I'm always
Right.
saying yes.
Right.
I don't find that that's reciprocated nowadays with our kids.
Oh, it's totally different, I think.
Right?
Yeah.
It's different.
Right. Well, with my daughter, it's the same as with your daughter-in-law. I mean, it's her Mother's Day. It's
Oh,
her
no, this
Mother's
has
Day.
nothing to do with Mother's Day.
What are you talking about?
I'm just talking about in general. I'm talking
what?
about children in general. Like, if I were to ask the kids for something, I feel like if they had to do something, they wouldn't just come. It's like them first.
No. Yeah, that's true. I think that's
Do you know
true.
what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's...
I would try to accommodate my parents to make them happy and please them.
I think that's generational. I don't think that they do that anymore. They
That's
really
what I'm
don't.
talking about.
And it's not that your kids, I mean, I can't complain about my kids, obviously, but
it's not a complaint.
like
it's an observation.
I always think, well, yeah, but that's what I mean in terms of that you don't. But
I'm
then
not good
again,
at voicing
you probably
to express.
don't ask. You don't ask. Do you ask? I
No,
don't.
that's
I
why
was thinking
that's
all
how
year
we started
long.
this whole conversation.
I was thinking all year long. I said, you know what I want for Mother's Day? I want the kids to come over, give me the day. It doesn't have to be Mother's Day. It could be a day, any day, and I want to clean out like the basement area. Stuff that I have there that I know I'm not going to need. If there's any stuff they want, they can take it. Otherwise, I just want to get rid of it. I want to clean it out. But it's too big an undertaking for me to do by myself.
Okay.
So Emily couldn't do it because she's not around, but the other three could do it.
Could you FaceTime with Emily?
Yeah,
If
but
the
it's
other
not
three
the same.
came?
I mean, we could, but I wouldn't expect her to be there. Is my point. That I wouldn't expect, and I wouldn't want her to feel like
Wait, are all the kids going to be with you except for Emily on Mother's Day?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Oh, how nice.
So, anyway, but I've been thinking about this probably for 4 or 5 months. But have I said it to any of them?
No, you haven't done anything to
No.
Yeah. See?
The other
That's
thing
on
I
us.
like. The other thing I like is if they came to church on Sunday on Mother's Day. And
Now, is that a tall order?
No.
Like, do you feel like there would...
I don't think it's that tall. Like, I could ask my one daughter. She probably would say to me, well, I'm not sure if she would say this, but I know she did it on Sunday. She has this a gym she signed up for. She gets she has training lessons twice a week.
Okay. Is Sunday one of her days?
I know she did it this past Sunday. I don't know if she does it every Sunday, but she might say, "Well, I want to go to the gym. I'm coming out later, so I'll see you later." I'm not saying she would say that, but it would very possible, a very high probability she might say something like that. So
But
I
you
don't
can
know.
understand.
Yeah.
Now,
but if you ask me what I would like, I would like that for Mother's Day.
So now, if my mom asked me, "Hey,
You want to come to church?
I would say yes. Like that would be
But why is that, Dina? Why do you?
It's
why?
a generation. I think it's a generational thing. Like I don't know if it's it's not that my kids don't have respect for us.
Of
They
course
definitely
do.
do.
Yeah. I'm not saying that.
But it's respect in a different way. And I'm really trying to figure this whole thing out because I'm going through little family dynamic changes, and I just
And it changes when the kids
there's
start
a shift,
dating someone.
100%.
And, they get other things in their lives. Doesn't have to be a boyfriend or girlfriend or something, but
I don't know if it was just that I was so pleasing to my parents that maybe I raised my kids, not that I didn't raise them not to please me, but I raised them to be able to speak up for what they want,
Well,
speak up for yourselves, advocate for
that's
yourselves.
the way you want them. Because if you listen to us talking right now, I might want something for Mother's Day, but I haven't,
Which is on us.
I haven't advocated. So that's on me.
Correct.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, I think it might be to the extreme. And let me know, guys, am I the only one experiencing this? Do you guys feel...
What do you mean on the flip side?
Meaning, me being one that would please my mom, whatever she wants.
Right.
If anything, I put her first. I put her before me, but that's on me.
Right. Okay.
Where I feel like my kids wouldn't put me first. They're putting themselves first. And if everything works out according to their schedule, then they'll fit me in. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There you go. Well, listen, you know what?
Relatable or not?
Well, we'll see. What are you doing? So what are your kids doing for Mother's Day? Are they coming out?
I have no idea. I'm not planning anything.
Have they mentioned it?
No. My husband's taking control. All I heard was Well, Sharona said she might do a brunch. I don't know if we're included in that or not. If we
Well,
are,
she
great.
must.
If
She
not,
wouldn't have mentioned it to you.
either way.
I'm sure that you
Either
are.
way, but my husband said that he might be cooking dinner with my son Zach. I don't know who would be coming. You know, it is what it is. It doesn't matter. Every day is Mother's Day.
Well, Dina, you don't mean that.
Why not?
You do mean that every day is Mother's Day.
Yeah, I don't need to have a whole...
But Dina, let's be honest. How many times have you and I had a conversation after Mother's Day?
I just don't want to do the work. I'm not doing the work this year.
But you and I have had that conversation.
I'm not doing the work.
Many Mother's Days, post Mother's Days, that it was a tremendous amount of work.
I'm not doing anything. That's my point.
Right.
I'm not clocked in to do any, like I'm not hosting.
Right. No, I agree with
So
you.
if I don't know about plans where I need to host, then I'm not hosting. Do you follow what I'm saying?
Well, would you do it if they asked you to?
Yes. Of course.
Mm-hmm.
That was very bold of me to say not this year to my brother. That's like
Right.
big.
And that is big for you, Dina, because you always
That's
do
big.
it. You always do it. But my point is that I think that even if we do it, sometimes we end up being resentful that we did it and it's Mother's Day. And I think a lot of women get sandwiched. You get sandwiched between generations. You're sandwiched between when your parents are still alive and you're doing something with them on Mother's Day, and yet you have a daughter or a daughter-in-law who it's their Mother's Day too.
Right. I want Roche to have
Right, and you
enjoy
want
her
them
Mother's
to, and I
Day.
always said that to my daughter,
100%.
do what you want. You can be with your family on Mother's
Absolutely.
Day. You know,
Yeah.
don't feel like, believe me, I'm not, especially when it comes to that
I
as a
said
mother.
we could celebrate the
because
week
you've been-
after.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter.
Exactly. So anyway.
Yeah. All right. Sorry. We went
But
on a
then
huge
comes
tangent.
Father's Day.
Payback.
Anyway, believe it or not, this
To be
is
continued.
this is a knitting podcast.
Oh, yes. We should introduce ourselves.
I am Pam Sapp on Instagram and Ravelry, and Pam Sapienza on Facebook.
My name is Dina. You can find me at The Knitting Place on Instagram, Ravelry, and Facebook.
There you go.
You know what we haven't been saying lately is reminding people, if you've just tuning in and discovered us, to subscribe.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
It certainly helps us. You get, notifications. I hope if a new podcast comes out, we try to stay on board with publishing one every week. And according to all of your comments, it's never too much. So we're showing up.
There you go. Well,
my goodness.
let's talk about some knitting. What do you? I see you're knitting in your lap. What do you have there?
Well, should we talk about what we're wearing
Oh,
first?
that's true too.
All right, you go first.
I am wearing the lovely tee by Kimberly McAlindin, otherwise
that
known
top.
as Knit a Rainbow.
Knit a Rainbow.
Knit a Rainbow on Ravelry, right?
I believe so.
And maybe on
Instagram? Let me
Instagram.
check.
I'm not. She might be Kimberly McAlindin on Instagram, but
I think
believe
it's her
on
name.
Ravelry it's Knit a Rainbow. And it's a fingering weight top. I use Suburban Stitcher. Clam City is the colorway. It is a great top. It's just straight down. It has,
The sleeves are everything in this top.
yeah,
It's so flattering. She's got this little ruched
yep.
shoulder cap.
Knit top down.
Yes, she's got that beautiful stitch around the neckline.
Correct, the slip stitch.
And
I
I
believe
think you
it
did,
is.
yeah, you put
and
it
it's
around.
around here, and it's also a little bit at the bottom. So otherwise, it's just stockinette. It was a fun top. We did it as a knit. That was our first knit along, wasn't it? I
Yes,
think.
it was.
And that's what I'm wearing. What do you have on, Dina?
I'm wearing Sammensat 24. It's the thinner version. It's designed by Elsebeth Judith. I knit mine in Tin Lena, which is the little sister in the whole Lena series. There's Tin Lena, tin being thin. There's Lena, which is just your worsted weight. And then there's Tick Lena, which we're going to be showing you. And that's the thick Lena.
Right.
This was done in the fingering weight yarn. The pattern was lovely. I don't know if you could see it if I maybe
very
lean
subtle.
forward. There's a little stitch detail here. And what the designer, Elsebeth, decided is that she gave you a choice on the last page of the pattern between 5 different stitch motifs that you can insert. And yes, it has a horizontal pattern, and sometimes I don't necessarily like the stripes, but this does not feel like I'm wearing a striped sweater.
Because
just
it's
a
really
subtle
just a
detail.
texture. It's just a texture stripe.
It's short sleeves. I did a tubular bind off. It was knit top down. It's lovely. I have it tucked in as like a little, the French cup tuck, whatever.
Dina was saying that it was such a nice top to wear. Weren't you saying that?
Comfort-wise, it's lovely, especially on a hot, sticky day like today. But this literally, I just wet blocked it yesterday. I was telling Pam how it blocks so beautifully. And Pam was just saying that she just washed her 2 sweaters.
I washed 2 of my Lena tops, and
Now, I did not a wet block. I did a hand wash. So, like, I did it in these, whatever, the no rinse soak. But Pam,
I put mine in the machine. But mine is DK. Mine is not,
I don't think it matters. The yarn is just fabulous.
Well, I put it in the machine. I did not dry it. I took it out and I, dried it, let it air dry. And I was putting them away and they look brand new. They just wash up so
It's
nicely.
like I literally just took this off. That the color is crisp.
Right,
I love it.
Right. And that's what I would say. Because I folded them up. I said, gee, I feel like I should take a picture of them. But I don't know if what I'm explaining would come through in a picture because they just wash up so nicely. And that's the Lena. And she's got the tin Lena, the thinner one.
It took me a long time to knit. Otherwise, I would cast one on in a
I
heartbeat.
know. You would do another one,
but
right?
I would.
Yeah.
I really do enjoy this top a lot.
And the color is great.
Just
too.
so neutral, yeah.
You can wear it with everything.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
So I should say that the whole Sandnes Garn collection has gone up.
Yeah.
So we've experienced our very first increase, and you'll notice it across the board. Sandnes Garn yarns are very well priced. I don't think that this is really going to make a crazy difference, but you might see it on the website when you're looking at kits that there's a significant change, and unfortunately,
Look, it's significant. Everything is relative. It's not. I mean, it's significant, but it's not.
It's not out of the water.
No, I mean, I don't think it is, but that's me.
It's still relatively a very well-priced yarn, but just wanted to share that.
Exactly.
All right.
And that's so what's in your lap now?
So what I'm working on now is, let me show it to you this way. Don't want to lose my stitches.
Don't lose your stitches.
I'm working on my Busan Tee.
Your cord matches the color of the sweater.
Here it is, top down.
Very nice, Dina.
Looks like I got more done than... It's not as long as it appears. It's just that it's probably being cut off right now. But there it is.
Is it longer in the back?
I don't think so.
We did a little bit.
We did a little bit
on the top.
There it is.
Yep.
That is my tee.
And this top has short rows right after the divide, and then
we had them right around here in the back,
and then right at the bottom,
and then they're going to come again in the back. Yeah, at the very bottom. What can I tell you about this tee? I'm knitting. It's designed by aegyoknit. I'm using modern linen, which is a new yarn for the season. It's I don't know how many strands. I want to say it's probably like an 8-ply or a 6 to 8-ply strand of linen.
Yeah.
And of course, with this plied linen, you want to be very careful to make sure you get all your strands. So every now and again, I find that I want to drop a stitch and one strand gets away. But for the most part, I'm really enjoying the knit. I'm loving the linen. I do love the color. This is, not that I don't like bold colors, but I really never go red. But I seem to like this color.
It's like a tomato red.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
Very pretty.
As you can see, I haven't taken out my waste yarn cast on for this tubular cast on. We are hosting a knit along with this class because we did teach cables. It's a top down. What else can I tell you? There were some errors in this pattern.
Right.
And Pam and I have been troubleshooting them and explaining them throughout.
I think part of it was a translation because it was translated.
Definitely.
So sometimes that does happen.
Right. So we've been trying to make all those corrections clear on the knit along. And it's funny. I was asking Pam, how much time is too much time to knit in a day?
We were talking about that the other day.
How many hours do you guys spend knitting?
A day?
In a day.
Well, it varies it can vary depending on what you have going on that day.
Right.
I'm
So
sure.
I was thinking,
yeah, go ahead.
if I knit an hour and a half in the morning
Mm-hmm.
and an hour in the evening,
Mm-hmm.
that's not crazy. Does that sound like a lot?
Did someone tell you it was crazy?
No. This is a conversation with me and myself. And I'm thinking, okay, if I've got 2.5 hours, maybe I dedicate half an hour per project knitting. So I was trying to get basically like 10 rounds done, which would be a twist.
Right.
Well, that didn't happen because I would have been down to like...
You would have been done with the body if you had done that, right, Dina?
Yes, it turned out to be clearly
That's a
less.
lot. I mean, I know
It's
that
ambitious.
the sleeves are off it, but that is a lot,
It's too ambitious. But
you know.
I was trying to set little goals,
Mm.
and I feel like it's chiseling, but obviously if I was working on one project at a time, I would get
You
through
get
it a lot
something else
faster.
done,
Right.
correct? Right. Well, that's true too. You
But-
know, it's hard to sometimes to stay on just one, depending on where it is you're knitting.
I'm too easily distracted,
Right,
so
and
I
what your time
can't.
is.
I can't focus for that long on one
Right.
project.
Right. But I find sometimes that when you get going on a project, you know, after a period of time, you're just really moving along, and you want to stay with it a little bit. But
Yes and no.
you know,
Unfortunately, I lose steam, and I lost my.
would you knit
stitches
more
too.
than 2.5 hours a day if you could?
If I could? I probably couldn't, just because I'm too fidgety, which is why I switch between projects. Like if I know that, I'm spending a lot of time on one, I just get bored and antsy,
Right.
I'll pick up my I'm ADD, like to the max. I pick up my phone, I get up, I go.
Right. Well, that's what we were talking about. We were saying, is it too much
Oh,
time?
you were asking,
but then
you
I
were talking
said,
about quality.
you start thinking you're on your phone. I mean, if you took
There
an
goes my
hour of
time.
that phone time and you transferred it to knitting time,
That would be a winner.
yeah, that would
That's
be
like
because at
golden.
least you'd have something to show.
I need
for
to
it.
lock my phone away, like literally put it in, put it in the safe.
Right. Get rid of it.
Get rid of it. Have Bear kind of bury it somewhere. and
Go
say
hide my
goodbye.
phone somewhere. Let me get my knitting. Hold on one second.
So anyway, here I am trying to knit my 10 rounds.
Yeah. Well, listen.
I just turned the cable.
Did you really? So now you can put it down.
Well, I didn't do my 10 rounds for the day.
Ah, there you go. Trying to see. Well, I did do some knitting on my Alpine bloom,
Okay.
and
That's
you know
nice.
what works for me. I mean, I didn't do a lot. Don't get me wrong. It's not like you're going to see 4 or 5 inches knit.
The progress keeper.
But I did put my progress thing on the other day, and I mean, it's fingering weight yarn. So look what I did.
Oh, wow. You got a lot done. An inch.
I probably had done a 2 rounds prior to that. So I was happy with that. So I was trying to be very mindful, like if I'm sitting somewhere, even if I'm at home, maybe the phone would ring or something like that, I would try to take this out and knit around, because around is
Because
around
you're
is
sitting,
around. You know?
right, because you're sitting anyway. Let me
Yeah.
see it.
Yes,
Hold
sir.
it up. I should pull mine out. So
Yeah, you
this
should
is
pull
the
yours
Alpine Bloom.
This is the Alpine Bloom.
It's
And
designed
I'm
by...
about, I don't know, I would say, what am I, about 2 inches down from the divide maybe.
Nice.
Yep. And
I
that's
think-
it. I haven't done much, but I've been more mindful about picking it up.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
The pattern is designed by Boyland Knitworks. Pam and I hosted a knit along. So I guess you can say these are languishing whips.
Yeah. But
Does this count?
They're current. Well, I would say they're more current.
They're more current,
And
but-
I used Ruby and Rose's
Soft rose.
Soft Rose and Spin Cycle in the colorway.
Love Note and... Is it Inkling?
Inkling, thank you. It's Inkling.
Beautiful.
And there you go. And that's I did make some progress on that because I had put it down for about 2 weeks at least and hadn't knit a stitch on it. So
Last week, I don't think I divided. I had the yoke done.
you were getting maybe you were getting ready.
I was
to
getting
divide.
ready to divide.
Yep.
So I did my sleeve division.
Good,
And I am super excited.
good. Very pretty, Dina.
And I clearly didn't get that far. But
You're as far as I am.
no,
Well,
I have about less than
almost,
an inch
Dina.
done. But the good news is the sleeve stitches are off. So now I could knit.
There you go.
I am using Pika Pika, which is the yarn from Moondrake in the colorway Softness. And then I blended 2 colors in my dyed in the wool. It was Pick Your Poison, and what was the other
I don't
color?
remember the other one. I knew
Overboard.
Right.
Overboard.
Right. It looks like your Pika Pika is thicker than fingering.
No.
Doesn't look fingering. Look at it compared to mine.
Your soft draws?
Now. Yeah, but
no, yours is a lot more plump.
Well, I will take out my Busan and show you that. Again, I haven't done much on the Busan.
Oh my God, I have so many whips, you guys.
Yeah. Where is it now? I don't want to lose a stitch, and I just lost a bunch of them. Hold on a second. The linen is very, very slippery.
I was just explaining to Pam how I was looking at my work, and I feel like there's some loose rows in there.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm debating on whether or not I should pull back, and I think I'm just going to let it go. Because as I hold it up, I'm realizing that I don't see any really loose gaps.
And that's it.
I like the linen.
I do love the linen. It's
lovely.
Linen is a very...
It's a great color for you, Pam.
Yeah, that'd be fun when
copper.
It's done. Yeah, it's very pretty.
It's gorgeous.
So again, still have a ways to go on that.
What else do I have? I have my ranunculus.
Yeah.
We had our... Have we spoken since our first class?
No.
We had our first
We were
class.
having it the next day, I think.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. Pretty, Dina.
This is my ranunculus. I am using Art Yarns Mohair 2-ply ombre in this gorgeous, gorgeous colorway.
Mm-hmm.
I have the gold right next to my face.
Mm-hmm.
I have done not too much, but we ended up changing the schedule because I think most of the concentration in the stitch work is really all in the yoke. So we actually moved up the next class to next Tuesday.
Right.
So it's not too late. I'm getting a lot of emails. Is it too late to sign up?
Oh,
no, it is not.
Not at all. Mm-hmm.
We've only taped one class, which is available for you to preview at your leisure. And the next class will be May
13th.
At 4:30.
And then the final one is 2 weeks after that.
Right.
On the 27th.
We just figured this was more of a quicker knit. Right. I think most of the people in the group are eager to move on.
And it's a kind of pattern on the top. Every row is different. So
it's fun.
You do one, you want to do the next, and then you know, and before you know it, you're 3/4 through the top.
Right.
And it's not a long top lengthwise, you know.
The pattern name is Ranunculus. It's designed by Knit Cafe Midori.
Yes. I believe
pattern is available on Ravelry, and if you have trouble signing up for the class, if you're interested, just shoot us an email and we'll be happy to get you in.
I am using for mine the Merino Cloud from Art Yarns.
Beautiful.
And you can see it's a shaded color. You can see the shading going on in there. And this is where I am. It's inside out. That doesn't help you. But I was saying, Dina, you see the
beautiful.
The shading on it. I don't want to lose it. I won't lose it. Stick ahead. It's not like
it's
the
a
linen.
Tonal colorway, so you can see that it's light, it's dark. The colors just move.
I can't open
Stunning.
it because it'll come off the needle.
Look at how pretty. So Pam has moved on with her stitch work.
Right.
But absolutely gorgeous. This has a nice hand to it.
It does, doesn't it? It's fun to work. So there you go.
It plumps up.
It does plump up, and you know I'm knitting this on a 10 needle.
It's great.
Look how nice it is. Yeah, so it's fun, and so that is that. That is my ranunculus.
Beautiful. Next up,
what else do you have?
I have my baby blanket. I had a lot of inquiries.
Yeah.
I'm still not at the halfway mark, but I've made a little progress. I need another inch. Go slow now. A lot of stitches on the needle.
Because you've got a lot of stitches on the needle.
Yes.
How far are you from the halfway?
So last time when I measured, I thought I was
at
30 inches.
Oh,
28. I'm at 28 now. I think I was at 26 and a half. So getting there. Getting there slowly but surely.
That's not bad.
This is the tribal throw. I'm using one square. I'm deviating for the pattern because I'm enlarging.
Can you imagine if you were making the
square.
whole blanket? Well, it would be a
Well, this
thicker
is
yarn.
DK. I
be
would
a
have been
thicker
doing
yarn,
it
yeah.
right. I chose to do it in DK, which is why I need to deviate slightly. I'm using Bespoke DK. It's definitely wrinkled.
Very
But
pretty.
look at how pretty.
It's
I
gorgeous.
love
I love the stitches
it. I'm enjoying it.
and the texture. Are you going to have another? Well, you will in another yarn over row.
Oh, yeah. So before I get to the halfway mark, so now I was trying to figure
Yeah, you'll
out,
have another one. Yeah.
do I want to do the mirror image? I think I just want it to be random until I get to the stitch count
Yeah.
of the actual pattern.
Well, what about when you go down the other way?
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to go random until the pattern, when I reduce to the number of stitches written, I'll just follow.
Right, then you can follow that. Yeah, that's a good idea.
But I don't want to do mirror image.
Why
I just want it to be organic. Okay. That's my baby blanket.
Now, I know Dina has, I don't know, do you have any other ones? You have that one over there, but...
Yes, are we going to hold off on that?
Whatever you want to do. You go into talking about it, but you have other whips after that one?
No.
Then we want to talk about it. Let's talk about the pattern first. Or no, you don't want to talk about the pattern first.
No, well, this will be our layup.
Right. Well, you do it. You
Okay.
start.
So over the weekend, I had made a post that we were casting something new on, and I had asked if anyone could guess what it was. And I think the first person to guess
said they
correctly
did.
was Gail. And thank you, Gail, for your guess. You are correct. I cast on for the Wave Tee.
You have it down there, right?
The
Dana?
Wave Tee is designed by Petite Knit.
Oh, there it is.
Here's a picture of it right here. Pam and I went live with this last week on Instagram. We made kits. Did the pattern just drop?
I think it had just come out.
It had just come out. It's originally knit actually in two different yarns. Sandnesgarn Ticklina, which
This
we will
one.
show you kits. And it was also knit and designed with a yarn called Cotton Waves. So the Cotton Waves is a textured yarn. And after we had made the kits and went live and sold out of a few colors, Pam and I were combing the walls and I saw Pop staring at me. And I said, Pam, this would be amazing for the Wave Tee. So I cast on. You probably got further on it than I did. This is my cotton wave. This is my Wave Tee knit in Pop.
Pop is the name of the yarn.
Pop is the name of the yarn. We will show it to you in just a minute. I will show you what the sweater looks like. You might want to take out yours. You did the sleeve divide, right?
Yeah.
So Pam's will look a little bit more like a sweater. I just did the yoke and I'm about to divide for the sleeves.
Right. Yeah.
So this is it. Very pretty.
It's a very pretty, it's a very basic kind of a tee, right?
Yes. So it's called Wave or The Wave.
The Wave, I think.
The Wave
I think
by
it's The
Petite
Wave.
Knit.
So I'm not really much further from the divide. That's when I put it down when I was doing that. But,
Okay, go
what
ahead.
were you going to say?
No, nothing.
So this is you want to hold my side there. And these are the sleeves held aside. And I've just, like I said, I haven't done much.
Very pretty. She just
Half an inch.
divided.
I just divided. And that's it.
Very easy. Pam and I were both saying how wonderful this is. It's a great beginner top. It does have short rows, but that's okay.
But it's like maybe six
It's
rows.
not a lot.
It's not a lot.
It's a great beginner top. Top down. You know, it's an introduction to learning how to do two things simultaneously.
I would say that's the
knit.
most challenging part of it.
Yes.
If you want to say there was, but that you would do with many tops too.
Most
top down,
tops, yeah. So, and what we mean by that is keeping track of two sets of different directions and working them at the same time.
Correct.
So that might be making it a little bit more challenging, but other than that, it's pretty very.
I don't think it's
really
pretty
very
simple.
basic.
And it's a nice gauge yarn. It's not like 7 stitches to the edge. So
Right.
we're going to show
So
you Pop.
now that we have just discussed that, yeah, let's do this. Okay, so we made kits in Ticklina. We have color, I guess this is olive. Each kit includes 8 skeins. We had it sized up to,
Is it the 40? Is it the 2X?
I don't
I know
recall
it's
you did
2X
the
on the pop.
numbers.
I know
Sorry.
it's a 2X on the pop. I'm not sure on the Lena how high up it went. And
Wave Tee, so that's 400. It's 400 grams, right?
400 ticklinas. You can do the extra. You can do the size after the extra large, I believe.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, because you'll have the 8 skeins for the 7th size. I believe it's 49 or something like that.
49 and a quarter inches.
Right. With the 8 skeins.
And I believe that's the finished bust.
And each skein has about 60 meters, so that's why it's 8 skeins, because it's a thicker yarn. And there you go.
So we're just going to go through the colors. That's olive. Cafe au lait. Cafe au lait is the sample that was knit by Petite Knit, and you'll see that on her Ravelry page. Absolutely gorgeous. We just uploaded, or I guess updated, the website to reflect the number of kits that we have.
Right.
This here's a colorway called Almond. And if you want to
see the difference between the
all three.
right.
This is the putty. You want to go sideways? I would do light, medium, and dark. Yeah.
There you go.
You could see the range. Light, medium, dark. This is 10, 15, 30, 11. And that is
What's that say? 3042.
30, 42. Cafe au lait, almond, and I think this is putty. Then we have this blue mint colorway, which is lovely. A pretty spring color. And then we have 2 pop colors, the jelly bean green and this gorgeous purple.
Very pretty.
Very pretty. So these are solid options.
For the wave T.
Yeah, can I put...
Well, I've got things under there, though.
Okay.
That's
I'm going to put them here.
okay.
Then we're going to move on and show you the colors in Pop. Pop is the new yarn that Pam and I have just cast on to knit our sweaters in. This is the colorway that I am using. It's basically got a coral wrap. So every yarn has, I want to say, like a natural
Core.
And it looks like a fettuccine core. It's like
It's flattish.
it's a ribbon. And then each ribbon is wrapped in yarn, and then it's wrapped in a boucle. The wrapped color is like a coral, and it's almost like a brown, a yellow brown. This is the colorway that I'm using. Kind of bright. Then we have this colorway here. It's pink with the turquoise boucle.
Pretty. It's like a tealy color, huh?
This is Pam's color.
Yep. It's a lime with a little gold boucle. Very pretty.
Is that the orange and green?
This is an orange. We should show them the other one at the same time.
Which one? The
Behind
pink?
it, that one, yeah. They look similar, but they're different.
Right. So that's got an orange wrap, and this one actually has a coral wrap.
They both have that green kind of teal color for the boucle, but it's the wrap that's different.
Right.
There you go.
Then we have these 2 colors.
It's like a jelly bean green.
Right. That's a green wrap with the green boucle.
Yep.
And this has a yellow, like a highlighter yellow wrap with the green boucle.
Very pretty.
Then we have this pink and purple.
This is very pretty. It's a pink wrap with a purple boucle.
And very similar to it, this is a coral wrap with the purple boucle.
Yeah. And you can
So
see
it's
the
so
difference.
interesting how, they're different.
And the photos on the website, I think you can see the
they're
difference
gorgeous.
as well. Yeah.
And this is like purple with a purple wrap with an orange kind of like boucle. Very pretty. The colors are gorgeous. They're very vibrant. They're fun.
And unlike the Ticklina, this kit contains 5 skeins because there's more yardage in a skein.
Right. Tick only had 8.
And with that, you can also go through the 7th size, which is the, I don't know if she calls it 1X or 2X. It's large, extra large, and the one after extra large.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that's what you can do with that. And I believe it goes to the 49 something. And that is the Wave Tee.
Mm-hmm. What else do we have new?
Do you want to do this?
Sure.
I don't know if you can see behind me. That is called the
Shelley Summer Top. It's designed by Nancy Ricci.
It's an oldie but goodie.
Her handle is Getting Pearly With It on Instagram. I think on Ravelry she's Nancy Ricci, right? I believe so.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know.
I'll have the spelling down below. Last week, Vanessa and I went live with the Blue Heron yarns. Vanessa wore the top into the shop, and everybody
They liked it.
was going crazy for it. So we decided to make kits, and really, I mean, shocking to me, the yarn is discontinued.
Yeah,
this
we
has
can't
been a
get any
yarn
more of it. Yeah.
that has been in the shop, I don't even know, 20, how long? How many years? I can't even.
At least 20.
A beautiful yarn. It's rayon metallic. It took us one skein to knit the top. I know that the pattern says 600 yards for the smallest size, and these skeins run 550 yards per skein.
Mm-hmm.
The sample, which is the top that I made, took one skein, and I think I went longer and had more repeats.
Right.
Vanessa was saying that what I had in length, she might have had in width. We promoted this. We have one skein left.
There you go.
This gorgeous gold. That's it.
But, full disclosure, when that was knit, before it was blocked open, it was much smaller than what you're seeing there. Didn't we recommend our customers block it?
Oh, you must block
Don't
it.
sew it before you wet block it.
Wet block your two
and
pieces.
pin it to the size it's
Right.
supposed to be. And,
It's not knit in the round.
right, and then you'll get that. So that was important. But in any event, there's one skein left, and it's called Antique Gold.
Someone has to be lucky enough to get it. It's gorgeous.
There you go. So, of course, we couldn't let it go with that.
No, because it is a wonderful top, the Shelley Summer Top. We decided to make kits.
So we have this other new yarn in the shop called Mademoiselle. Mm-hmm. And it is, it's 100%, is it cotton, Dina?
Honestly, I don't know.
I believe it is. Maybe it's not 100%, and that's made in Italy, it says. What does it say?
Viscose.
Where do you see
Viscose,
that?
lame, and
On the
elite.
side. Viscose, lame, and yeah, okay, so there you go. Anyway, it's a DK weight yarn. As you can see, it has some shimmer and some color to it, which would be great for that piece. Would you call this camel? Is that how you listed it? Camel?
Yes, I think I called this colorway here eggplant because the base ribbon is like
This
an
is
aubergine.
very pretty.
Absolutely gorgeous. It's got like a copper.
Glitter to it.
Yeah.
Very pretty. And then there is, it's like a white, this is the one that's got a bit of a green thread going through it.
Right. Again, when we were talking about the wrap, this is a white ribbon. There it is. Maybe you could see it. It's got like a green metallic thread wrapped around it. So it's very subtle, but really very pretty.
Go ahead, you do that one.
Yeah. This one here is a blush pink. And the metallic is really, it's a gold and silver.
Mm-hmm.
Gorgeous gold and silver thread.
And that's what this has here. It's like a white thread, but if you look at the metallic, it's gold and some silver mixed through it. So it's more of a white with some gold and silver. And then you go to the purple one. This one is white with, again, you can see the little bit of purple metallic going through it.
Very pretty.
So those are, I think the kits, we said this is 4 skeins
Yes.
to make that piece. And it's just another option for the Shelley Summer Top.
Of course, people were asking me what other yarns would we recommend. I would say any DK weight yarn. You could use a cotton. The best place to look is on Ravelry. If you go to all the projects, and there's a little icon that says yarn ideas. If you click on that, which is something that Pam and I had done today, people have done it in McAlindin DK. It's a superwash wool.
Right.
People have done it in Verano, which is a cotton by Malabrigo. You can do it in linen. You can do it in any fiber that you want. It really lends itself to organic cotton, sweater from Blue Sky, anything.
It depends what you want.
You want to hold that close? Let's
Sure.
zoom in a little bit. This is Nancy wearing her Shelley summer top, and you can see she has a cropped version, a striped version, and then just on the right here, or your left, whatever, it's
Solid version.
a solid green version,
Very
which
pretty.
is just a little longer.
Yeah. And it's a quick knit. It's
Fun.
a quick knit.
It's knit on a size 8 needle. DK weight yarn is what she recommends. And it's just fun. Very important piece of information is you need to block your pieces before you sew them together.
And we did a wet block.
Yep.
And then pinned them. And then you can give it a nice little sew, and it's all done.
Yes.
But that is the Shelley summer top, which was lovely.
Okay. Moving on.
I don't know where the pattern is for that. I thought it was over here, but no.
Do I have it?
Look under there. Maybe it is. Or no.
No,
that's
this is
other
the
one.
Crumpet.
Yep. I thought it was there.
Well, I'm going to show this one. No, the Geddy. Last week we got a delivery from Art Yarns, and we spoke about the Geddy summer tee. It's another summer top. It's not called the Geddy summer tee. It's called the Geddy tee. It's another design by Tanis from Tanis Fiber Arts. And I know that we showed kits in it that we had made up, but we told you that we were getting new kits in with mini skeins from Art Yarns, and they came in. This is a beautiful gray, which mimics the gray right here that Tanis did in hers. And for the mini kit, we have this gorgeous highlighter kit in neon colors. It's absolutely gorgeous. And there is so much yardage here that you could probably make 3 different sweaters.
That's right. That's what I was saying.
You do have enough. It's not just so, the kit might sound a little pricey, but you'll have leftover to do other things. So keep that in mind. You can do a top with a gray. You can make it with black. You could do it with white.
Absolutely.
Any other color.
Any of it. Will look
It's
lovely.
all, right.
And the yarn is beautiful. That's the yarn that's in...
This is what Pam is using for her ranunculus.
Correct.
It is the Merino Cloud from Art Yarns. It's 80% extra fine merino wool and 20% cashmere.
Let me get that out of there.
No?
I thought it was on the table. I thought that I put it there when I dry photographed it. So I don't see
Is it in the light box?
No.
Maybe it's under the bags that came in?
Okay, I'll look into it. You can go. You want to talk about the bag?
Sure.
Here it is.
Oh, we got it. Okay.
Just move it.
So, we have been dying to promote this top. Our beautiful friend Beth MacDonald Stone designed Get Out of the Pool Tee. It's a beautiful top done in cotton. She recommends, a DK cotton. The fit and the size is to fit the following bust measurements with 6 to 15 inches of positive ease. She starts at a 36 and she has a range going up to 65 inches. So it's definitely size inclusive. The sample that Beth is wearing is a size 5 with 13 inches of positive ease.
Doesn't look like it's got that much positive ease.
No, but it's drapey, like you could see here and there. So if it's 3.5 on this side, 3.5 on that side, double it up. Here she's got 2 samples, so I printed them both up.
Nice.
One is done in Pop Grunge, which is a non-superwash merino. So this is in merino, even though it's getting out of the pool tee. So you could do it in cotton or wool. She's certainly done it in both. But we did make some kits using beautiful cotton yarn. Again, that was hand-dyed from Blue Heron. And while this yarn does beautifully in the shop, we are very sad to see it go. So we only have 4 kits.
So my question is this. On this one, she did a fingering weight yarn. Is that what she did? Yeah, she did. It's the fingering weight, 437 yards.
Oh, I thought I read DK.
Well,
oh, no.
Probably on this one.
This
it is.
one.
The
yeah.
cotton one is DK. So it's nice to know that you could do it in fingering too.
Right. And she has it, I guess, for 2 different gauges. This is for 21 stitches and the other one is 26. But for the kit that we
I was wondering, I was looking at a size 3/4 needle. I said, geez, she's need the cotton on a 3/4.
The kits that we made to start are for the DK version. And she's calling for 779 yards for the smallest size and 1,235 yards for the largest size. The wonderful thing about Blue Heron yarns, their skeins have a tremendous amount of yardage.
Yeah, they're 630 yards a skein.
So unfortunately, one won't do the smaller sizes, but when you buy 2, you pretty much have the range to do any of the sizes. So
this color is called Pink Pearl. It's got some pinks and peaches in it that are nice blended together. Very pretty. Right?
Yes,
2
gorgeous.
skeins.
It's
Very
got
pretty.
subtle shading. You could see, yeah, it's very pretty.
Very nice.
So that's Pink Pearl. Then we have the colorway, I think that's denim.
Very pretty. Look at the difference.
Also,
The shading.
shaded blue. It's not flat.
Very pretty.
Very pretty, subtle,
It'd be nice in that top. And this is Robin's Egg.
gorgeous.
Heard that name before.
Yeah.
I think they had it first. I think
Yes.
they had it first, right? Very pretty shade of a blue-green teal color.
So this is organic cotton, hand-dyed, and it was hand-dyed by Blue Heron Fibers.
And again, each skein is 630 yards. And
Which is
the
really
last
incredible
one we
when you
have
think about it.
is marsh grass.
I love this colorway. It's very soft and subtle.
Sagey greens, a muted, the muted lavender, lilac.
Lavender.
And that,
Pretty mauve.
yep, very pretty.
Gorgeous.
And those are the 4 colorways we have. So you
Wish
can
we
do
had
that.
more, because this would just be out of the park.
Yeah. But listen, 4 is better than none.
Exactly.
And there you go.
So that is our Get Out of the Pool tee. It's designed by Beth MacDonald Stone. You can find the pattern on Ravelry. And we're excited about this one. Very cute.
Very nice. Want to do the bags?
Sure.
Is there more yarn?
We have that one last kit.
Oh, yeah, let's do that first.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do
So
that.
we have last week the Crumpet cardigan designed by Park Williams dropped. It's a beautiful lacy cardigan. She offers it with I want to say the little camisole underneath is a separate pattern, but you can certainly buy both and wear it as a
It
twin
is
set.
I was going to ask you that it is a separate.
I believe it's separate. We made up kits for this gorgeous cardigan out of the Knitting Place Sport Weight yarn. It is a very basic cardigan, very elegant, almost looks just very summery. Let me see if I have I showed you the picture of her wearing it here. Very pretty. Can you get close to that? You can see the lace. You can definitely see it on Ravelry. This was a collaboration, I think, that she did with the Wandering Flock. For our kits, we used the Knitting Place.
Someone else should do a collaboration with them. Oh, was it
Caitlin Hunter.
Caitlin Hunter?
This colorway is called Red Velvet. Classic, gorgeous. I think for all of these cardigans, we chose very basic palette. I'll do this one. This is Black Dahlia. Classic black for those of you who are adventurous, but stunning. Basic, but of course, challenging to knit with black. This one here is called Elephant's Ear. It's dark gray.
Pretty.
And then just finishing up with the gray series. This one here is called Edelweiss. A very pretty soft gray. And then we have the colorway Jasmine, which is just your classic
Again, who doesn't
ivory.
need a cardigan in that color?
Stunning.
Love it.
Believe it or not, the cardigan takes 2 skeins. You have 388 yards per skein. And if I'm not mistaken,
That's just under 800, right?
yes, so you have enough to work up the first 4 sizes, which will take you to a large, which will give you a finished bust in our kits for 46 inches.
Oh, that's generous.
So that's not bad. And if you need a third, you pick up a third skein, but having 2 skeins,
That's good.
a little cardigan is
Yeah,
fabulous. This is a very soft pale peach. It's called Primavera.
I love the name Crumpet. Reminds
Yes.
me of a treat.
Toffee Rose. Love this color.
There you go.
And then we have 2 more. This one here is called
Love that
Sienna.
color, of course.
Yeah, stunning. This is very you. So is this one. And this colorway here is called Amber.
Very pretty.
Very pretty. Elegant, chic
That
palette.
cardigan would look great in that.
Yeah, I feel like any of these colors. I mean, honestly, you can do it in a hot pink. We have so many brights, which would be dynamite. But for some reason, we just went classic with this palette.
You know what?
Can't go bright all the
It's a
time.
lace pattern too. You
Yeah.
want to see the
You want to see the
you wanna
lace.
see the
Yep,
lace work. Yeah,
it's beautiful.
very very pretty.
Okay, I think we have a new delivery. We are excited that the redesigned project bags are back in stock. We have, of course, a limited quantity.
Yeah,
This is a new style here. This is project.
I think it's
No.
44.
Is this one 40 or 44?
40 or 44.
This one is project 44.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the other one was 40.
Right.
This is an interesting bag. It's probably as big as the body of the Project 10. So we can show that to you.
Mm-hmm.
This one has an opening at the very top.
Yeah,
Opens
double
up
zipper.
like a double zipper. Pam was saying it's like a dop kit.
That's what it reminded me of.
It has a snap closure here. And then you have the double zipper at the top. So this is a great bag because it just stays put.
Look at this.
You just peel it open. It's like a banana peel. And what's lovely is right there on the cover flap on the inside, you have this fabulous circular needle holder, and then you have this little pouch for notions.
Right.
So you could just throw in your stitch markers, a cable needle, a tiny little scissor. Of course, you have zippers on the inside.
Right. Show
Go
the
ahead.
other side.
You show them.
Turn it around. Show it to him. Oh, that's
There
gorgeous.
is a crossbody strap, so you can attach it
crossbody.
on the diagonal crossbody.
Mm-hmm.
And on this side, you have additional compartments for more circular needles, and you have more pouches here for whatever notions you might need.
And then you also have the bag inside.
The token cloth project bag, which is always very nice.
Very
So
pretty.
this is project number 44. It's a nice big, I would say, sweater size bag. And we're super excited to have that in stock. This is a perfect time to speak up.
And it also has this
And
nice
say
handle over here too.
Yes. You can wear it, right.
You could grab
Just
it
carry
that
it.
way.
Yeah, you don't have to actually hold it like a crossbody. But these are perfect Mother's Day gifts. Pam and
they
I were
are.
talking earlier about speaking up for yourself. Don't be shy.
Yes.
Let your family know. And if you don't know what you want, just get a gift card. They're available on the website. This here is project number 40. This was packaged like this, like almost like a
Squashed down like a clam.
I was going to say, what is that instrument?
Accordion. Accordion.
But of course, when you fill this up, it's just
Well, it's got
dynamite.
plenty of room to be
Plenty
filled.
of room.
Right.
So we were talking about, what is it, Project 9 and Project 10?
10, right.
Well, this is a beast.
Yeah.
This is Project 40. This is like luggage.
It's got that same great opening.
It butterflies open. The zipper is on the diagonal on the bias. You have the crossbody strap. You've got this wonderful
Got
cloth.
this for your needles over here.
You have the zipper for the, I mean, you could put stuff
And
in
then
there.
you've got the pockets here.
Yes.
Lovely.
So this is stunning. Project number 40. I think we only got one in stock, believe it or not.
Awesome. There we go. Oh, I'm sorry, Dina.
No, that's
Got your hand.
okay. Again, any of these bags, we might have only gotten one of this particular style in stock. I know we have several, project number 9, number 10. It's going to be first come, first serve. If you get it in this
Did you want me
delivery.
to show what did you want me to get? The number 40? No.
39?
39?
Right. And do you want to just show them the 9 and 10 again?
Yeah.
39 is on the chair. I think I took it out.
Okay. This is a 10.
So we have a few to ship. I got 2 boxes in. Unfortunately, I can't if I limit the stock and it shows sold out, then I won't be able to take any pre-orders. So some of you have already pre-ordered some of the items. This here is project number 9. You can see it is smaller. This is the one that I'm using.
Diagonal opening.
Yes.
As the one we just showed you.
Yeah, I could show you mine because it's already open.
There it is.
Project number 9. It butterflies open. It stays flat on my table. On one side it holds my baby blanket, and on the other side I am holding my Busan Tee.
You have 2 things in there?
I have 2 things, but it's actually busting out. I really do now.
Well, as your blanket is growing
Both
and your
projects are
t-shirt is
growing. Yes.
yeah.
I think what I might need to do is put my wave tee in here.
There you go.
And
or your ranunculus.
well, the ranunculus is too small.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's just this here. I just want to show you what it looks like.
But you can still get it in there.
Oh yeah, but now that I need more skeins, I won't be able to.
Right.
But there it is. Love this. This is project number 9.
And this one here is project 10.
This is project not right. So this is clearly smaller than the project 40. This is this is more of a sweater size. You know, maybe not a shawl, but basically a sweater size. And it opens up in the same fashion. Oh, sorry, Pam. Last but not least, we have project number 39. This beauty sold out quickly. I think we got 3 more in. I don't know how many more. This is a stunning bag.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Look at the handle. It's got, again, that same
Bias
diagonal opening.
Mm-hmm. You've got this wonderful front pouch. And in here, believe it or not, you have the beautiful redesigned cloth bag. You also have a compartment here to store your needles and a little zippered pouch.
Oh, very cute.
Very clever. Great use of space. This is a crossbody bag as well.
It has your D-rings there to hold it.
And then it opens up on the bias. And it has all the same functions as all of your bias openings. It's got the zipper pouch, the cross strap. It has the needle holder back here. And on this side, you're going to have
those little
pouches.
Pockets.
Yeah. And that's it. This is enough. Yeah, this is project number 39 in the walnut.
So there were 39, 40, and 44 today.
Yes. We're building on the collection.
I wonder if
we actually have quite
50.
a number of styles. Yeah.
Right?
So I'm heading to the show. I'm hoping to find some new treats for the shop.
Some new goodies.
Some new goodies, some new fibers, whatever we can land for the knitting place. Mm-hmm. It's always fun to go. Being that Millie was born early, I have absolutely no problem.
reason why you can't go. You couldn't commit before.
I couldn't commit, but now I can.
You didn't know.
Yeah. Thank you, Pam.
You're welcome.
So that is new in shop. We received our delivery today for all the pre-orders of the Moondrake Paka Paka, which knit up the beautiful white wing dove shawl by Vanessa. Yes. So those orders will be ready to go out. Again, I think we have limited quantities if anybody wants to still reorder that. It is a special order. Thanks, Pam. And what other announcements do we need to make? Anything else?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think you mentioned everything. You talked about going to the show.
Right. So tomorrow, right. Will you be able to come in maybe on Thursday to do orders?
Sure.
Yeah?
I have a class on Thursday night. I can come
So
over
that's
before
okay.
then.
So Pam is kind enough to pop in and get your orders out. And whatever she can't get to, I will certainly do when I get back on Monday.
Yep.
What else? You could still sign up for the Ranunculus class.
Yep.
Pam and I are thinking about new knit-alongs. If you have any suggestions, please leave a comment for that too.
And of course, there are always teas, more teas. Right, Dina?
This is definitely the episode of more summer teas.
Exactly.
I mean, between the Shelley summer top, between the wave tee, between the wave, the Geddy.
What's the other one we were talking about? The clover is pretty.
Get out of the pool tee. I mean, never enough tops.
Exactly.
Which is nice.
Exactly.
We love the season because the summer tops
Well,
really
you know
do
what?
go quickly.
They go quickly.
Yeah.
They do. And they're just lots of fun, and they're lovely to wear. You should have put that picture on there of her smiling. The one you took yesterday. You know the one you took yesterday?
Yes. I took a picture of Millie yesterday. You know those pictures where the baby's sleeping and you don't know if she's actually smiling in her sleep or passing gas? I captured
We like
it.
to think she's smiling in her sleep.
Yeah. I hope that they don't mind that I'm sharing it. You know, maybe I shouldn't. I should probably wait and ask.
If you
What do you
can,
think?
oh yeah, I would ask. You're always better off asking. I think you're always better off
Yeah,
asking.
she's such a little nugget. She's
There
so
you go.
cute. Okay. On that note,
Well, a perfect note, right?
definitely a perfect note. So wait, is this like Happy Mother's Day?
Yeah, well. If you
we're not
podcast next Monday, your day after Mother's Day.
Yeah.
This is your
Oh,
last
my
one
goodness.
before. So we hope that you get to enjoy your Mother's Day. Do whatever you want. Be with your family, your friends. Do something for you that day.
Absolutely. And if it's your mom who's in heaven, may she
of
be
course.
smiling
Yeah,
down
yeah.
upon you.
Of course.
You know,
Of course. You know, there's nothing like a mother's love. I always said that to my daughter. I said, you can have a husband, whatever, but it's different when it's a mother. Mother has unconditional love. And, you know, that's what you have from your mom. You know, so when you don't have it anymore, you say, where's that person? You know,
you
again.
make me cry.
Well, in most cases, but whatever. In any event, we hope you have a wonderful Mother's Day. Right, Dina?
Absolutely. And if you're celebrating your own Mother's Day, don't be afraid to advocate for yourself.
Exactly. And enjoy those.
And let's come back again on Monday and share our experiences. Maybe this year will be different than last year.
It'll be a good one. It'll be a good one, right?
Right. We have to keep learning. All right.
Yeah.
So long, everyone.
Have a great one.